welcome if you're new here. Today I wanted to show you another process video of a character that I created. It's actually a character for a Draw This in Your Style event that I'm hosting over on Instagram. I'm quite excited about it. This is actually the first time that I'm hosting a Draw This in Your Style event. Basically, it's a challenge where people can recreate the character in their own style using whatever medium. And the reason why I'm so excited is because I have a sponsored prize I'll be giving away. One lucky winner will be able to receive the Ohuhu markers, the 216 marker set of their alcohol-based markers. So that's really cool. I really like using their markers myself. I'll be using them today as well. Not the big set that I'm giving away, but I do have a super big set. It's 168 markers, so truthfully I end up using 7 colors, so you don't need all those markers, but it's definitely super convenient to be able to have so much choice, and I really love them. If you still want to participate in this Draw This in Your Style challenge, you have up until the 6th of July, which is next week. I will be announcing a winner then. I'll put the link to my Instagram in the description box below, as well as any tools or colors that I'm using. And if you're not interested in joining, I just wanted to show you the process today. So for pieces like this that require some more planning, instead of just sketching away in my sketchbook, I like to do that digitally. So here you can see me using the iPad. I use the Apple Pencil and the software is Procreate. Basically, I like to use that so I can create some rough sketches and clean it up and maybe change the positions or add or delete certain elements. And you can see in the time lapse that I tried a couple of different things and also tried some rough colors. So what I then like to do is transfer the cleaner lines or the sketch to a blank piece of paper. And this way you don't have to erase as much on your paper that you're using. That always leaves marks or damages the paper a little bit. So this way you have a very clean line art or clean sketch to start off with. Another reason why I like to use my iPad to plan things out is so I can do color compositions. I typically start off with the drawing and then see what colors I want to use. For this drawing, I had a couple of colors in mind. I don't end up using them all. And what I then do is I take my digital sketch and their color composition and then look for the markers that corresponds with those colors. Now that's a little bit tricky because sometimes it looks much different digitally than it does on paper, and so along the way I will just check to see if I still want to use a color. So for this one, actually I pre-selected a sea green for the background, and I decided to not use it, especially near the end. I figured I wanted to keep it light, and the dark background, yeah, it just was a different vibe than I was going for. Also, it's pretty hard to make very solid flats for the background using markers, at least in my experience. I struggle a little bit with that. So keeping it white, I think, was also the easy way out. So what I sometimes do is when I'm hesitating using a color for an element, I will take another picture of the state where it's currently at and check if it's still the way to go. So for instance, I colored her skin and I colored the dress, and I had planned for her hair to be dark blue, but then I hesitated if I did not want to maybe leave the hair white. So I took a picture, drew in the blue hair, and figured, like, yeah, I still want to use the dark blue. I think dark colors in general are a little bit tricky to use, easier to make mistakes, and so yeah, I already chose the easy way out with the background, so I did decide to go with the dark blue hair, and I end up liking it, so that was a good choice. But it's definitely handy to keep checking and trying things out, taking a picture and maybe throwing it in Photoshop or using the iPad like I do. I think it's a really handy tool. I wanted to create a character that would be easily interpretable. So obviously people will draw this character in their own style, and normally I know a lot of people have OCs, original characters, or they have very elaborate backstories, and I usually don't have that for my characters. I kind of draw them and then move on. But for this one, I created this character. I knew I wanted horns and I wanted blue skin. Pretty much all of my drawings are like that. But I actually gave her a name this time, and her name is Zun. And other than that, I wanted to keep it relatively simple. I wanted people to create their own stories with this character. Maybe they see her as being sassy because her arm's on her hip. Maybe people will see her to be innocent and sweet looking because the piece is pastel colored. I don't know. It was very interesting to see the first entries to the Draw This in Your Style, because yeah, it's just so interesting to see people's take on it. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. My initial idea was to create something summery and festive. I really liked the pale blue skin with the peachy pink, and when I posted this challenge, it was Ohuhu's 5-year anniversary for their alcohol-based markers, so it was also something a little bit festive, and it was almost summer, or it is summer now, and so I just had this summer party in mind. I kept the footage in real time. Obviously, there were some chunks cut out of the footage, but I thought it would be interesting to see how fast things usually go. I think seeing, looking back at my own videos or process where things are sped up, it looks a lot easier than I think it is in real life, because you don't see the hesitation for each stroke, and for instance, line art in general, sometimes I kind of struggle to begin a line knowing that it will be a challenging line. You see the hesitation, and those things get lost in the sped up footage. So yeah, I thought it would be cool to see it in real time. So you might be wondering where I've been all this time on YouTube. I've received a couple of comments over on Instagram saying hey, weren't you creating videos, and where are you? So thank you for that. I am still around. I know it's been some time since my last video, and it was just a couple of things going wrong. I've been filming, I've been losing some footage, which is pretty frustrating, but it's my own beginner mistakes. My SD card being too small and it running out of space to save the videos, or my battery dying. I broke my tripod. I kind of ripped off the leg, and I didn't know that was possible, but yeah, it's definitely broken. So I had to go out and buy a new one and kind of invest in more batteries and better SD cards, and I also canceled my Adobe subscription because that is really expensive. So today I'm testing out HitFilm Express for the first time, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So it doesn't have to be as expensive and it still works. So I'm quite happy about that. Hopefully I can keep using this in the future. And also, I have not been receiving any notifications from YouTube. I was very surprised when I recently received a notification that there was a comment and it was spam, and I had to check if it was allowed or not, and obviously it was some really weird link or something. But then I realized a lot of you are here. There's over 1,000 of you, and there were comments, and I never really knew. So thank you so much for being here. 1,000 subs is insane to me, so I'm super grateful for that. I hope to create more videos for you. I genuinely really like filming and the editing. I still have a lot to learn, but I hope I'll get there. But for now, thank you so much for being here, and for leaving comments, and for watching, and it really means a lot, so thank you. In order to celebrate that, the fact that we have over 1,000 subs now, I wanted to host a tiny giveaway, so you can also find a link in the description to that, how to enter that, and you can win some prints and stickers from me. So if you would like that, you can check that out. If you want to join this Draw This in Your Style, you still have until the 6th. The YouTube giveaway is also until the 6th of July. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon, and take care.